You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Howdy.
And it's me, Brian. And in this episode, we are covering anime that aired the week of February the 17th to February the 23rd, 2023. Starting with MASHLE, Magic and Muscles, the Divine Visionary Candidate Exam Arc, Episode 19, MASH Burnedead, and the Magical Maestro.
Sometimes I forget this is a fighting anime, and it's just a big fight. Yes. Oh yeah, I can do that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You like punching people as well, I notice. Oh.
Yes. Also forget how quickly some of the big reveals come.
Yeah.
Yes.
As I was watching this, I was like, okay, Brian, when we talk about this, don't accidentally say that he's Mash's dad. Don't accidentally say he's Mash's dad, and then by the end of the episode, he's going, my son. Okay, right.
There
have to worry about that.
Curfew, right. It's not right. We gotta get through all this stuff first, you know. Some things about the science of sound and how it transmits through different materials. You can use that to get the drop on your opponent when they're traveling at the speed of sound.
Yes. Yes, there's some, as is pointed out, don't look too hard at the science of this fight.
You need to get Sengoku on this case.
Listen, I'm sure a boy sufficiently muscled can dig like a mole, but as to the conducting of sound, it's magic sound. There you go, done. A wizard did it. A wizard literally did it. We're good.
Muscle wizard. He's using spine magic and triceps magic. You know, he's got all these spells under his belt already. Who could say he's a non-magic user?
The commentary of the audience kind of going like, "Whoa, I'd never heard of spine magic before." And it's just like, you all know that he can't do magic. That was announced at the start of this tournament, Eric. And the guy sitting up in the box with the principal is kind of like, he's still going to go with the magic attack names, huh? Okay, fair enough.
Well, it's just like the magic you feel like inside your heart, you know, like at Christmas or something like that. Not like fucking casting magic missile or something like that. No, that's different. No, it's just like, it's a different kind of magic. A wholesome kind of protein.
He ducks under the ground to avoid this attack. And then grabs Margaret, and the crowd think Mash has won, but Mash does not. So he leaps onto Margaret and starts pounding them in the face repeatedly.
It's the thing with Mash doing this thing where it looks like he's absolutely murdered his opponent because like kicking Margaret head deep in dirt, and he calls it the guillotine or something like that. And I was like,
yes, yeah,
I'm pretty sure Margaret's dead, and it's like, no, Mash can't quite finish them off because Goku, I haven't released my second form, etc. Yeah.
Here's me when I was a young one. I was somehow tougher back then.
It's more condensed. It's more packed in, less aged as an elder teenager, and this is a younger teenager, basically.
Yeah. We've got a giant robo arm here with fun snapping fingers, and trapping super fast.
Yeah, I think the explanation that works very well, where you literally see them moving along the sound wave of the clicked fingers. That's a nice visual, yeah.
Yes, it's moving at the speed of sound. How can Mash possibly hope to keep up? Well, by blocking off your paths. But yeah, it steps up because it brings out the second. What's Margaret's second called? They describe it as a death knell.
Yeah, it's a death gong or something.
Death gong. It's a big bell.
That's it, yes.
It's the gong show.
And there's basically a countdown for this bell ringing. And
if you don't get my wand off of me before the spell is cast, everyone within a 2-kilometer radius will die. And I was just like, hey, isn't that the entire audience? Like, don't worry, it's contained to the stadium. So just one student will die. And I'm just like, that's still bad. Rather than the whole school dying, but it's still pretty bad.
Well, they're serious. This school has got a reputation to maintain. We got one of your best graduates, dead or alive.
I think the reason why there's so few divine visionaries is there's very few living graduates, basically, of this school.
Yeah. Well, they're holding it down from the top, really, aren't they? You know, they're fun, exerting their influence, making sure the right ones get through.
Yeah,
Or to her.
It does seem like the kind of world that a corrupt magical world would do, which we've established it is a corrupt magical world, so that's fair.
But yeah, manages it by blocking off the. Basically, you can only go left or right, so it's a gamble. So I guess.
But it's just fast enough in the reflex. Just a little finger. That's all it takes. Just a hem of your cloak and just yank you back.
And I'm guessing Mash is much better at reading people's body movements than any other wizard is in this world. Because he's studied muscles. Unlike everybody else.
And also maybe in this fight, physics, but not really. Probably not.
Yeah, grabs it with his little pinky finger, pulls him to the ground, and then slams his head into the ground that he'd torn up to block the exits.
I think we've got at least one other episode this week of people going like, no, you need to fight me at your full power. But in this episode, it did it with Mash was trying to protect his cream puff. So it's just like, no, put that away for later as a treat.
Just like, I just happen to just like, a woman comes in and just takes it off
the tray.
It's just like, you know, there's yeah, this is thank you very much. It's like, you know, anyways, as you were saying about magic.
It was a good pastiche of that owl's chestnut of a joke. Yeah.
Really good. With the owl from last time.
It always involves cream puffs as well.
Boy.
Yeah, it still works. Still a good joke.
Who says there's something else? Because only got one joke in this comic. Tons of them. So many applications. Good time.
I just realised, have I been talking about the wrong episode the entire time?
Oh, you're talking about the right one. That was this episode as well.
No, because happy times when Mash is the winner. Oh wait, we can't move because we have been time stopped.
Time stopped by dragons that are bust out of a crack in the sky. Like, it's a normal fighting tournament, and then the main villain shows up. It's like, hey, what's up, my son, and your perfect body?
Well, in this kind of stuff, this is a normal fighting tournament because how many of these have gone off in the past without fun? Someone coming in at the end and wrecking the whole deal.
Yeah.
Always happens. Why do we hold these things?
But the principal's not having any of it.
He's the one person untime frozen. He's like, oh, you're here to start shit. All right. There's a reason why I'm the fucking principal.
Anytime, anywhere, young man.
Yeah.
They're the same age, though.
I mean, I guess being a principal, like, just wears on you a bit. It might be the beard just dragging his whole face down, yeah.
This fucker's going around with time magic, so you know that fun. Well, step one, we're going to be walking around looking young. You know, that's like, you know, fun. Not going to, like, you know, manipulate the time streams and create some kind of parallel fucking time and fun. No, step one, we got to make ourselves younger, okay? Otherwise, no one's going to take us seriously.
Yeah, I think it was this first time of, like, him talking in like an heroic voice. I was like, okay, I recognise that voice now. So yes, it's Buchigiri is the voice of the principal, who we know as Kaseki in Dr. Stone.
Of course, okay. He's used to being normal. I'm just a little like caveman craftsman, like, you know, most and all that, like, you know, if he's being more imperious here.
Yeah, it's a very similar voice, but like the tone is very different.
He'll be turning 80 this year.
Oh wow! Happy birthday!
Yeah, so
he can't retire.
He's the dubbing voice for Patrick Stewart.
Okay, yeah, okay, I can see that.
Caveman Patrick Stewart running around.
If you told Patrick Stewart you're playing this old guy and he's like who bursts out of his clothes with horniness, it's like you know, he'd be all for it again. Yeah.
Sengoku, this is your most outrageous contraption yet.
Dear.
And apparently Ben Kingsley as well.
But he's just like, you know, we're in the whole, like, you know, bald-headed like a Sespi inside of it, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Yeah. Yes, because I see he's dubbed Terry O'Quinn on some things as well. So yeah.
Sucks to be typecast, but I mean, like, if you can do it, you can do it. So yeah.
Yeah, see, but is he bald now, or does he have hair? This is what I'm saying. Well, I can know. Well, I got this overdose saps. He's got a lot of hair in his face, I suppose. Okay. Just showing that off instead.
Yeah, it's a fun fight, and as I said, I'd forgotten how. Well, I knew that the plot was going to show up during this arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just hadn't realised how much of it's front loaded at the start of like, oh yeah, this is my son. I need his body.
It's amazing. One of the many great things about this show is how much it doesn't dick around too much. Like it ended exactly when the fuck it wanted to. It got everything it needed to done. It didn't go like, we're gonna keep the main villain in thing. It's like, no, the main villain's gonna declare his intentions pretty fucking early on and do it himself as well.
A lot of other things were like we could have seen it. We're gonna just be 2 episodes. First episode is when Macron is in the first form. Second episode with Macron. Second form.
Exactly.
Really it's fun. It gets down to it, and for something that works with sound magic, maybe more in the latter stage, but works better being able to hear it too. Even though for sound magic, most of it does. I'm gonna just send out the sound of like a bomb going off, and that's gonna be my main kind of go-to. Not very creative a lot of the time, but whatever works, that's the magic you get, I suppose. You gotta work with it.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 chapters worth of stuff this episode. So we're up to 62 in terms of where we are in the chapters. And how long did this go for? In the end, it was 162.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So only 100 more chapters worth of comics to get through. This is going to be a nice, complete story in not too long amount of time, I don't think. So
yes.
Then we got High Card, episode 19, Prisoners, in which everybody's been arrested.
All your favourites.
There's the player haters ball up in there.
Yeah, Sugar Piece. She's got her organisation of all people in the police who can't stand the players. They've got a bunker straight out of GTA Online, and that's where they're storing all the people.
Like the show nearly, because you've seen the damage the fucking players do, and just like they're above the law and that kind of shit. You're nearly on the side of the extrajudicial police force that's using a secret underground abandoned military bunker to kidnap people against the fucking law. You're nearly in their side, but it's kind of like, hang on a second now. You've also arrested all our favorites. Come on, that's not cool.
We like these ones.
Yeah.
Even though they were possibly working for a different set of baddies to the baddies who we've had presented to us. So it's Sugar Piece at the base, interrogating the players, particularly trying to find out what's the deal with Tilt's girlfriend and what she was trying to do with the cards. Don't really get explanation. They're feeding them to something behind the door, feeding it to the door. San Galgano.
Well, you see, you need so many of them to get that. Is that word that they're keeping the Youko card? That's like rules for how to play high cards. Basically, you're the king now.
We are.
I guess the original plan must have been to feed it to, because we learned that Tilt's got the Black Knight armor. Is his card?
Yeah.
Which is further evidence to what I was talking about last week of like, the higher the number of the card, the more sentient the card is.
Well,
because she had a king as well, the little girl did, didn't she?
Yeah. I kind of went back and checked as well. And so I was like, but I thought we'd seen like them in the same time with like the lads looking at them, but it's just like the lads see the Black Knight and saying, "Shit, the fuck out of here," and they run the other way, and then you see Tilt walk out, and the Black Knight's there. But this is probably his hallucination. It has his hold on him.
Yeah.
So yeah, some sort of love pea situation, but Sangel Garno does not appear to be as charming as Love Pea, though just as violent. So I guess the original plan was they were going to feed those cards to it, and he was going to the door.
Yeah.
Whereas she tried to do
an X hand.
Did she try to do an X play? She tries to do an X play towards the end of this.
Try to do another one like later on. This is just like, okay, she's trying to go for a straight with the 7. No wonder it went wrong on there. Like, come on, what kind of hand do you call that?
Yes. Meanwhile, Greg is going and bothering the royal family.
That's
to make them tell him the truth.
Cops' plan, where he's just going to be like, "Hey, I brought you the cards, and here you go, Your Majesty." And the king's like, "This is fucking empty. Guards, arrest him." He's like, "What's the deal with that big door? You gotta fucking answer me where the deal with the big door, otherwise you'll never find the cards."
It's a crime scene. You gotta tell me.
I've hidden the cards, and you won't fucking get them unless you tell me what's the deal with that big fucking door. The royal family's keeping too much away from the cops. The cops have decided to. It's just a coup. It's a little coup. Just as a treat.
We formed a task force.
Yeah.
Investigate ourselves.
I now, my body language is more like Columbo than ever before.
About this rookie cop, I guess her good nature's been rubbing off on me.
Meanwhile, Zenith and Tilt invade the bunker.
Yeah, very effective. Just make everyone like loosen it. They're on fire, and it's just like, you just goes that one every time, couldn't you?
It's a good go-to because they're going like pretend they're on fire, which is very funny when you're walking by, just going like, this is. Yeah, I look real cool doing this, and everyone thinks I'm really threatening, but I'm just some guy. I'm actually not that. I mean, he does shoot people in this as well. I guess that is pretty threatening, but yeah.
Yes.
That's Burner's coup. It's like, well, let's get out of here. I've been keeping a block of C4 and the heel in my shoe for just such an occasion.
The whole thing of him just going like, this is the opportunity I've been looking for, and he uses his shoe bomb to escape the prison cell, and he's like, an old gentleman's trick. And I was like, the shoe bomber was not a gentleman. Like, there's nothing gentlemanly
about
Bond
was a gentleman to some people.
I like the reactions also they're picking on Leo a bit about, well, have you got a girlfriend at school?
Because they're all like, hey, what were you guys doing while our fucking company was disbanded? Oh, you went to school? Have you got a girlfriend? Or a boyfriend? Oh, which is great.
I wanted to plant this, VJ. Oh, no, what you did, VJ? Shut up.
Because Finn's horrified at these explosives, but VJ seems like, ooh, very good idea. Must remember this. Must remember to start packing explosives in my heel and my shoe. I mean, just get a shot of his face.
You gotta be a good butler, You gotta deliver under expectations before they even anticipate everything they might ever want, up to and including bombs.
So they get out. They run straight into the Klondike guys. Tilt is trying to resist turning into Sangalgono, but he cannot. His girlfriend tries to do, as you say, do an X-play with the terrible hand of cards.
It was the best,
It's like, it's the Black Knight, answer me. Why did you kill my family? The Black Knight's not interested in answering that question. So, luckily, Chris arrives and drives a car straight into the Black Knight.
It's him freaking out, like, you killed my family, and he unloads his gun of, I thought, unlimited bullets, but it does kind of go click, click, click. It's like, okay, you do have to give it a minute, I guess, to recharge bullets. But Chris's thing of it's like, hey, I've come back, but I don't have any powers, but I do have a car that I've rammed Knight into. He's not immune to cars.
It just sort of kind of works, for freaking last a little while. It's still gonna hurt like a bitch, though. He's cutting me up. Ow. You guys get out of here. Ow.
Barely stitched back together, Chris, trying to fight the Knight with a knife. It's just very funny.
He is, he's fun really going for it, as well, just, we joined High Card, we felt at home was the place we felt we could be ourselves. And anyway, he's kind of calling back to when I sort of liked it as a thing when in the previous series, Finn was like having his crisis of conscience, and they had the whole thing through the door, and then they did the section through the Finn did to him to the hospital door. It's like, yeah, fun. I gotta be fun, be there for the gang.
Be there
even
for
when
your
I'm getting
buddy.
cut to bits, but like they put their body on the line, they can't regenerate, so like it's the least I can do.
And then second show in a row, time freezes.
It's the hot new thing.
And the wizard shows up. I assume it's the wizard.
Yeah, it's the guy who's like, we meet again, Finn Oldman. Yeah.
Yes.
It's that guy from that town that one time. It's like, it
yes,
sure
is.
The last time we
superhero episode. Things are moving along. It feels like we're heading towards an ending, and we've still got like 5 episodes left now.
It's good that it has the gang back together again. But as well, it was good to see some more of that. Again, poor VJ is going to get nothing.
Nope, he's going to get nothing. He's just boring old VJ. He waters the plants. Don't worry about him. He'll take care of himself.
Yeah. But we haven't had Chris in it in forever. Like he's been out of action since like for episode 2 or 3. It looks like so. A little bit of him, a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah, and they did bring up the mystery of the person who was doing the bombing, who's supposedly dead because they've got a death certificate.
Yes,
but we didn't get any answers on that. They just brought it up just so it's like making sure. It was pretty much trying to remind you of like all the important people in the story. This episode,
all the players. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess except the Who's Who gang.
They're like a side thing.
Maybe that's
side antagonists, not really the baddies, but they're
all
right.
Who's Pinocchio going to turn to try and get back on their feet? Our old pals Who's Who. All right, will come to us for a favor, have they? We'll gladly grant it to you with no strings attached. Oh, I'm bad at this. Why am I so nice?
Then we got Buchigiri, episode 6. Much friendship. Nira-Reba lution 21. As the production schedule clearly falls apart, as there's a 6.5 next week, and also there's various shots in this which don't look like they got checked.
There's some really good shots, but also like I can see like why they do another thing because they've accidentally arrived at the end of the show. Everything's resolved. Everything's fine. The baddie's finally defeated. I was just like, bit fucking early, isn't it?
Well,
it worked for worked for Demon Girl Next Door. They did that last season as well. They had wrapped everything up by episode 6. What is there to do?
Two G's fight each other. That's all that's left.
We kind of learn about the rivalry and why Ken's he's essentially keeping himself in school.
Until Marriott was able to fight him and beat him.
Yes.
So he's repeating the leave insert over and over again just to have that one final climactic battle with this guy. And his best friend is like, I need him to fight this now old man because otherwise he gets really like, I'm not interested in anything in life. It's like, yeah, but you really do. He really comes out of his own shell when he fights someone who's actually a challenge. So his best mate is just like, yeah, we get that whole backstory of it. Instead of them taking over a gang, he makes like a new gang out of the members of the old gang.
Well, the old gang got crushed in spectacular fashion, so it had to bounce back from that kind of humiliation. So it's better to start over. We got a new plan. We got a new change of leadership here. It's going to be all good. And green, get these snazzy green uniforms now.
Instead of what would they call it? I don't know. The red badgers.
I know. The red bandanas. not the dead bandanas.
Yeah, they do seem to have some sort of like badger like logo on their jackets. Yes, because Marito and Uta, apparently they had destroyed all the schools in middle school and were known as the God Kings as they were entering this school.
A gang of 2 who was really tough in middle school. I was like, I don't know, man. Middle school wasn't a survival of the fittest for me anyway. I could be wrong.
It's clearly a rough neck of the woods here. But I guess only if you want it, it seems, because there seems to be plenty of people in the show who we see in the class who we don't see getting into fights.
Not everyone is in one of the 3 gangs that exist in this town.
Yeah. But I guess you gotta put a vibe out there, like, you know, wouldn't that be one badass rabbit?
Yeah, so it's just a question of what's going to make Arjun fight.
It's not seeing his friend with the shit knocked out of him, no sirree.
Oh,
and the genie kind of going, hey, your friend's getting beat up. Like that time he got beat up and you ran away like a big fucking coward. Remember that? Now you could do something about it. Why don't we do something about it? He's like, no, not going to do it.
When Maharo stands up to Akitaro in exactly the same way that Matakara had stood up to those bullies, that's the thing which is going to... Because it had to be exactly the same situation for him to realise, I've got to stand up and cast my cowardice of the past behind, and we can really merge like men and kick the shit out of Akitaro.
It does open with a very nice him running and screaming and like in the background kind of pratfall body flipping around, but you can see that was practice for the later on. I've hit you so hard, you're gonna fucking bounce so many times off the ground from the force of it. It's like, that was.
There's also the bit of him when he rushes to the loo, and then we cut to like a dirty pipe with dirty water coming out of it into a sewer, and then him stepping out. I was like, okay, that's a pretty good way of showing him shitting himself without showing him shitting himself.
Again, there's not some not finished shots, but the finished ones, and also some of that those kind of cuts and everything, just fabulously done.
They're trying to go for some flexes here. I watched that whole thing, like, you know, where Shinro's just there in the middle. He's just like one whipping and kicking dudes away, and Raw is kind of trying to turn the thing around, and they all come at him, like, one at a time, of course. And we got this is a fun gang brawl. We've got etiquette here, one at a time.
Yeah, that's what's so frustrating, is the shots which are great, or the animation which is great, and then the ones which just like, oh, you just had to like say, that's got to go in, we've got to get this out the door.
Yeah, that's kind of how they operate. You should have seen the fucking Jujutsu Kaisen one where it's just like, wow, it just kind of molten massive colors. It's like, oh, sometimes it's pretty cool, and then you can see it's clearly like, oh, fucking the individual layers have been turned on around to this thing. That's
Are there any in betweens? Are those pencils? Okay, all right, fair enough. I mean, like basically like the sketch version. Yeah, very rough stuff sometimes, but. Yeah, it's like you said, Brian. It's the Skate the Infinity problem. It's just like, wow, this is great. Up until you like went too hard for too long, and now it has to like kind of trip on itself, basically.
Yeah, there's something to be said for consistent mediocrity sometimes. Which I always think about as Dragon Goes House Hunting on that front.
Yeah, never spectacular.
I don't think it looked different from episode. No, I don't think it ever looked different from episode 1 to episode 12.
Oh, he stayed in time and under budget, like, and it was funny. So that's the important part. Yeah,
it was a nice biscuit with a good cup of tea. You know, it's just like like you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting is what you need.
Yeah.
Also, weirdly, no credited script writers.
Very odd, yeah.
Still don't know.
I know it was based on
how
a thing,
that works.
but who turned that into a TV
It was written
show?
on stone tablets 1,000 years ago.
Yes, it's passed down from generation to generation. The verbal tradition of Dragon Goes House Hunting.
We're talking about it right now.
Yeah, exactly. Buchigiri, though, still good. I'm very curious as to where it goes next. It's clearly going to go through the genies, because Senyu is still not admitting there's another genie.
The time has come. The time has almost come. I don't know if like the blue genie is going to bug out of the evil one and latch on someone who's more worthy.
His best friend, who now like he does offer a shoulder to, because he gets like fucked up in the leg, I think, is the thing that happens to him.
Yes, he does, because they're carrying bloody swords.
Sharpened pipes. That's perfectly legal. It's not legal in a manly fight against men who always go one-on-one. despite the fact that that dude has a fucking whip, it's just like, yeah, you guys can cheat a little. It's like, no, 1-on-1. Well.
Yeah, I was always wondering, is Sengoku try and get the other genie to also have them both possess Arjun's body? That was the other direction I thought it might
Will he finally throw a left hook? Can he do that as well?
Yes.
Damn.
Because I don't think the other guy has not said anything directly yet, has he?
You kind of see him like appear when he does some moves, like he'll do a knee or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I still really like how that looks. I hope they keep a bit of that, where it's like very early JoJo with the stands, where it's just like, it's still like, inside this part of my body as I'm attacking you with it. Like, so you say the knee kind of pops off for a bit. I just really love that effect, and I want them to do a bit with it.
I think my favourite bit of the script in this was Arjun going, "Oh, you're real. You're not just an imaginary friend." Where Akitaru speaks to Senya.
Yeah.
It's like, I hadn't realised that he'd been still thinking he was an imaginary friend.
I guess I'm just crazy.
Well, I suppose a number of parallel theories running here. I was going to eliminate them as we go on with this. They've not made much of the bullet in his head yet, have they? Again,
just a cool piercing.
That's not really.
Yeah,
they've not pressed that button again for a while. Anyway, be 2 weeks to find out what happens next. As you can tell me all about Sengoku Youko, episode 7, Kagan and Shakuyaku.
I had a bad feeling about this one going in, because things were going too well.
So they go to Rocktown, where the population of the cliff is the mayor, because he's the biggest rock, and there are many rocks there who feed them mud water, and they're just like, this. I mean, everyone's very friendly, but this place kind of sucks.
Oh no, it's a pregnant woman here. We gotta take her out the side of the road and help her in right here. Everyone saying, of course you can stay here. You there, boys, don't feed her mud water or mud rock. She needs human food. Yes, sir.
They make her, or your man makes her eat a talisman that means she'll see all these rock monsters as human. So don't worry, she won't freak the fuck out while being heavily pregnant, and we're gonna help her give birth. Unfortunately, the Tiger Man has been given orders to go kill that fucking guy, and he's like, "Oh, brilliant! I'll fucking go for it then."
He's got to bring a sneaky little buddy in with him as well. This is I also know unfortunately, if you got a bad feeling about this and you didn't know who's going to get it, we're focusing on Shakugan here, or the Shakuyaku Kagan kind of amalgamation here. It's swapping around between these, having little things with the all the kind of characters. Shinsuke is trying to figure out how to focus his ki to use this sword properly. It's like, I want one be there and be strong and help it out. And he has some kind of acumen for it, because he was able to see a ghost of a dead samurai before on the side of the rope and saying, "Well,
taught him to do the downward strike and no other strikes."
Like, but I'm trying to rest in peace over here. And saying, "Well, if he would go samurai, if I feel my right, I'm going to keep coming here every day. I'm going to keep inviting you. For God's sake, you got to be some kind of lunatic to do that kind of thing." And you're kind of thinking, yes, you do got to be a lunatic to kind of practice your sword every day. It's like, he's fucking reverse psychology. If I got to be damned for all eternity here, I may as well get some entertainment out of this. Yeah.
So while he's practicing his swing, our girl Shaku kind of comes up and is like, "Hey, how's it going? Just want to talk to you." And then keeps flipping very casually between her and the spirit. And the spirit's kind of like, "Hey, she's trying to confess that she likes you. Yeah, you can marry her. I'm fucking fine with that. I'm possessing her body as well, but it's cool." And she's like, "Fucking don't tell him that." And I was like, don't tell him that, because this whole situation seems to be setting you up for a fall. And it's kind of what it's doing.
And it's like, I'll teach you how to get the best out of it. So you got to see, guys, the sword is like a person. You don't just just yank it out without asking. You got to kind of approach it that way, The sword.
I thought you were going to say the sword is like a lady, and then say the same thing. But no, that works out.
Yeah, that's why this as well. Because when he imagines saying, "I'm a badass sword, don't back me out. I'm telling you, you're a little fucking wimp. I'm not going to wheel it by you," or something like that. You're starting to effective and saying, "Yeah, it's probably about right." So let's just focus on that. Think about that going forward, and it'll respond to you. It's got to communicate with it. And the babies are almost going to be born in front of every time, and he names it in front saying, "Well, I thought about Shakuyaku for a girl and Kagan for a boy. Everyone's saying, yeah, those sound like very robust, very like strong names. It'd be good. It's just like, oh my goodness, the children are born even named after me. Ha 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 ha. Hoping nothing bad happens to me. Nothing whatsoever.
So a Tiger Man shows up and it's like, let's fucking fight. And they're like, okay, we'll fight in front of where we've disguised her, the hut where we have the pregnant woman, where she's trying to give birth, and our fox girl is going to help her depower, because obviously your man is powered up. Tiger Man's like, oh, you're powered up. All right, I'm a tiger. He turns into a tiger. You know what he's going to turn into, but he studied an ancient martial art called a boxing from the West.
A Western martial arts.
He's muscly Tiger Man with scars, and he boxes. Ah, man, that's like all my things. That's like several of the things that I think is cool as shit.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing this, because we're in this the Sengoku period now, where like a lot of stuff was leaking in. Too much chagrin of the noble samurai class, who wouldn't like stoop to those kind of things, because the other dude rescued him with these guys bag full of swords, and he's kind of dropping in this English words like every second syllable there, and it's just it's like, oh, he's like if he's some foreigner who's rolled up in here, and he's kind of just joined the order somehow because he's enough of a fucking psychopath.
I was going to think like he's like a weeb, but from the east towards Western culture kind of thing. But yeah, it's apparently his bag of tricks isn't his only bag of tricks. He can also do a bunch of ninja stuff, like little like shadow clones with the little paper thing. He's got a bunch of tricks. Putting a bunch of talismans on a big rock so it will keep on rolling. That kind of stuff.
And they came out to meet him as well, like the Mayor Cliff. He was like trying to do massage. It's like when they're going to come up, it was just like, hey, you seen these people around here? Oh, I don't know. We get a lot of people around here. Free to look around. And then when he's talking to them, he makes a little face at the top of the cliff. Hey, lads, you go tell them to get out of here, all right? There's trouble coming down the way. There's a little But they don't run away. They just kind of step right out and take it. But then we got to stop the boulder rolling into the house and crushing the children who are about to be born and everybody else inside. And it gets super sad when it happens. So I just taken Shinsuke's up and say, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna leave you. And say, you gotta go back. You gotta go save him
in the hut. You go do that, and I'll hold up this giant rock here because it's okay. I'm a monster. And it's like, no, don't say that about yourself. And obviously our guy who's actually good at fighting has been momentarily distracted by, oh shit, a giant boulder about to hit the house. And the Tigerman's like, stop being distracted, and punches him into a cliff, knocking him out instantly. And then he's like, oh, what the fuck? My little buddy interfered with my cool fight? Bullshit. I'm mad about it now.
Oh, he's interfering, all right? Or is this like fun for Shakuyaku? Is it fun? Big knife right to the chest. And Shinsuke is just fun. Ran away and didn't help anybody again. Why is it keep happening?
And so her and the spirit possessing her decide to do the one thing they can do. It's like, all right, we got one trick left before we die. We could turn into a big rock. And so they turn into a less big rock than the big rolling rock, stopping it in its big rolling tracks. But it is, you're just a rock now. The show doesn't explain this, but it's kind of like, oh, that's a weird way of depicting.
There's a massive exertion, I guess, of release of every last bit of your life force. So there's
to become a rock.
Into that. It's just like, the children in front of, I can hear them. I can hear their fucking voices, in my ears like that. It's just, and it's only then just holding on, just and only to kind of if they're there, like, that I gotta stop this now. And, the fun Dora and the Tiger Man saying, "Yo, we're gonna have fun check out for a day." That's my man fucked you over there, and it wasn't on. So
listen, we got one of your guys. Like, I'm gonna call it quits for the day. We'll come back and fight fair. He
didn't even say that much. He says, I'm sorry about that. It wasn't on. Like, and he just checks that out there.
Because he says to the other guys, like, if you fucking start any more shit, I'm going to kill you right here. The other guy's like, all right, I'm done doing ninja stuff for today. That's great. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Jake has to go in and he's like, that's what's happened here. If one goes on this one big rock and he's still there up against it. And, it just takes like just long enough and it just sinks in with him. And just,
Yeah.
You had to go into their house and wow, the children have been born over here, Shakuyaku and Kagan, and that just breaks fucking like Jinkai too right there, because he was again kind of ruminating again and just like, sure.
I guess humans and spirits can live together.
No, but it's like I want to like it's not just also like purely based on a motive of having discussed with humanity. It's that he's factored into. Oh yeah, but it's like spirits, they live longer than people. I don't want to leave sister by herself. So it's okay. He's not completely like morose and fucking like unempathetic.
Yeah.
But I suppose he says even with that, one spurs and into that, this life is still also this fun ephemeral thing, and it's just like saying, this is all we have to fucking remember her by now, or these one of the children named after her. It's like
and it plays the sad credits, which is just like the black credits with the yeah, because it's the serious one, I guess.
Yeah. And there's some times up there from a ridiculous boxing man Tiger, he's like one a really fun character, and we're going to get everyone a real scrap out on next time, because Jig is fun leaning on like, I can throw like stone fists and magic ball is fun, saying bullshit, doesn't matter, I can take all of it. Nothing beats the fist, everyone's got these, so we got really good at using them.
He did specify, he's like, it's the greatest thing because I can't be disarmed because I'm using my own body, and I was like, that's the kind of talk that gets your arm chopped off, buddy. You got to be careful about that kind of fucking.
He's got a very good downward swing. Okay, he's going to be practicing that extra hard now. But yeah, this one tears you to bits. Even when you know what's coming, but it still sucks when it happens. It's like, shit.
Yeah, I think it was well set. Like you can see where it's going, but it's still like well set up. That it's just like, it worked quite well.
Then we got the Metallic Rouge. Episode 7, Appropriate Gear, in which we get open up with an explanation that somebody is terraforming Venus and is planning on moving it into the same orbit around the sun as Earth, but apparently nobody knows who's responsible.
It just seems it was agreed upon. Like space government says we're going to be doing this next, and it's just like, whose idea was this? It's one of those things, we got to prosperity of civilization. You just got to do these things.
It's explaining this thing. You see a bunch of, is it Neans? I keep forgetting the name.
Neans, yeah. They wouldn't send real people there. They wouldn't send human beings there.
So they have Neans working in like hazard suits, like on the surface of fucking Venus, walking along. And one of them, their suit, I guess, had a leak, and they just burst into flame. And the other ones are looking on horrified. It's like, oh fuck, Mike's dead. Yeah. And they were going like, yes, and obviously we're going to terraform it, move it into Earth's orbit, so it'll be like a habitable like temperature, and we're going to use it with 8 miniature black holes, manufactured black holes.
No, 12. I think it's 12
miniature
black holes.
Too many manufactured black holes for you to not know who the fuck manufactured all those black holes you're using to tug a fucking planet out of orbit. There's so many questions there. It's like, what the fuck? That's a big thing.
Well, to be fair, this does appear to be the main thing that Gene Younghart's pondering. He is asking those questions himself, as is Naomi, and they appear to have some sort of plot going on between the pair of them, which involved her being the traitor and him knowing that she was the traitor.
Well, she seems to be walking like, I am the fucking grand
divine facilitator.
I guess she is some kind of go-between between Urkrona, who are the feds or the cops, and then Alethea, who are, I guess, some sort of like one private outfit who are in business for themselves.
They're definitely like, because they keep mentioning is like where your man is the ex not head of the company, but like
ex-chairman, like an
chairman or ex-CEO or something.
Well, just in time, because now fucking like Director Charles will answer all these difficult questions. While her business rival is like sitting across the table from her.
It's like, why is this guy here? This guy's like a private citizen? It's like, no, he should be here for this reason. But she's like, I'm the king of the company, so you guys have to fuck off and leave. And also, you're asking a lot of questions about that singer in the end that was fucking killed. Did you have any prior relationships with our senator?
Yes, he's from the Panacea Corporation, and yes, he's the guy who was in love with Sarah in episode 1. So Meanwhile, Rouge is imprisoned, floating in a tank, wishing she had nectar instead of chocolate.
And the kind of guards looking at her going like,
nectar.
"Should we give her some fucking nectar?" I mean, like she's gonna run out pretty soon.
So they were about to check if it was okay to give her some nectar when they get shot by Jill Sturgeon, the journalist they met on Mars, who turns out that she's another one of the Immortal Nine.
Everyone on that bus is important. Come on back, old lady. Let's go.
But anybody that met an Immortal Transport is potentially an Immortal 9. There's another one that met an Immortal Transport turns up as well.
Yes. That's true. Yeah.
Yes, so she's Flash Sylvia, and she's here to get Rouge to join the rebellion against the humans and to overthrow the Asimov's laws.
But you can't get past Asimov's laws. It's like, you're the only one who can, Rouge. I'm explaining the plot to you.
Well, and obviously,
you've killed before.
Jill can as well, because she kills loads of humans in this episode.
So clearly they don't apply to you. So if we can get what you got, that would be great.
Yes, they're held by a need who then dies because he failed to protect, well, I guess partial humans, because it turns out that Naomi has a bunch of cyborgs on her beck and call.
I think that was the thing. It was like, these are humans with cybernetic enhancements. That's not against Asimov's law. I can kill robots, and that's half robots, so that works out for me. Is that the rule? I guess, yeah.
No, I think they're all still alive, killing humans.
But they're RoboCops. Yeah. You can kill RoboCops because you can kill Robos. That's the legality.
It's best to err on the side of caution. You don't want to get sued. You don't want to get dismantled, though, do you?
No, but she killed the two security guys.
Oh yeah, those guys weren't cyborgs. Yeah, good point.
Yes, yeah, and she didn't. The point of that scene with the her attacking the cyborgs was that the guy who's just an ordinary need would die.
You had seen that thing where they're doing the escape and he's running along and they kill some humans. He's like, fuck, he didn't kill a human, but he by inaction allowed a human to get hurt. So he just shuts the fuck down, basically. Yeah.
Yes. And that's Jill's doing that to go to. She's making that guy die to make a point to Rouge.
Yeah, this is what we're up against, Rouge. This is what they have over us. You want this for.
It's one thing to kill the humans, but it's another thing to kill this guy by his own fucking programming that he didn't fucking want in the first place. Like, so you can kind of see why that security guy took a bullet in the chest for this guy who then got shot in the ankle. It's like, if that fucking guy dies, he's going to shut the fuck down anyway. He has to be a bodyguard based off his programming. Yeah, sucks.
But then Rouge is kidnapped by another one of the Immortal Nine, or rescued depending on how you see it.
Rescued / a little bit arrested later on.
Yes. Yeah. Also, Ash and his buddy have also broken into the place because he wants some answers, which is how he ends up with a double-headed Aircos, who turns out to be Ace and Alice, because they are the same person.
Let's all go to Ash's house, I think.
His freaking Dr. Watson guy. He's Dr. Watson. Noid. Where he's like, it's kind of like it's kind of like they have this thing, and he's like, explain that to me in English, like the old fucking sci-fi thing. It's like split personality. All right, that's not the correct fucking term, but
I thought he was being very simple, like even with his first explanation. That's pretty basic. Yeah. He needs to dumb it down. No, not gonna lie. I shade dumber than that. I'm not that smart. Too many blows to the head.
I don't know shit. Yeah.
Yes, he also scolds him for smoking too much when they get to his apartment.
Because there's a giant thing of like just what would you call it? like a little topiary of fucking cigarette butts in the fucking ashtray. Yeah.
A flower.
And then they have a conversation / argument, depending on who's talking to Rouge at the time.
I do appreciate that the thing with the detective with Rouge is like, so you killed your father. It's like, no, that was that guy who could turn into people. I have to accept that because he did turn into a bunch of people and kill a bunch of people on that boat. So yeah, that does make sense. And
Rouge points out, he even said he did. But essentially Ace Alice's thing is they don't want what Jill wants and to overthrow Asimov's laws. They just want to live a quiet, peaceful life without a killer robot hunting them down and trying to kill them. like you are, Rouge.
They're basically trying to get the same thing that our lounge singer in the first episode was trying to get, but like actively seeking it. It was like, whereas she was like, I'm just a singer. I'm not gonna get involved in any fucking crimes and shit. I'm just gonna do singing.
Yes, they also make the point that unlike other needs which go rogue, they've kept all the bodies of the ones she's been killing. They're still all there.
Yeah. We even had a little marble like kept in storage. Like, could they be brought back then? In that case, is that what makes them immortal? Perhaps is that they can be just
they can be remade
body.
or reforged or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but to question the simplicity of Rouge's fucking like worldview is just like, so you came out to kill us? Why? Because Jean told me to. Why? Because you're bad guys.
So
what have I done wrong, Rouge? What have I done wrong? Saying I'm a bad guy? No, Ace, you're great. But your brother says I'm a bad guy. You gonna kill me? It's just.
From my point of view, you wanting to kill me, a random lounge singer, and other fucking people, makes you the bad guy. And this is more the sister saying that, because the guy is really nice, but his sister Alter is like a dick, as we know from the prior episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if there's something in the fact that the organization Jill's in, that the rebellious Immortal Nine is called Alter.
Yeah. And also they're like gold and silver rather than the regular rainbow colors that we've been seeing up to this point. And I think, like, so I'm guessing there's a different thing of like metallic colors and primary.
Yeah,
colors.
I don't know, because I think it's only Jalian and Jill have said they were in Alter. Is that right? Afdal was just like depressed, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Eden, we don't know about yet what his motivations are. He saved Naomi.
I think besides them going like, there's all these different political and corporations, associations, like interfighting kind of thing. But the way it's presenting it with the Immortal Nine is like, they're all just different guys who want different things. Not sometimes in the same way, sometimes in a slightly different way, or just like, because they're individuals. They're not all the same. Yeah.
Yeah. I only remember Jalian and Sylvia are the ones who've said they're in Alter. I assume Gralfin is as well from his description on the website. Who's the guy who shows up at the end? When, after Rouge confidently tells Ash that, that guy, you died though, I killed him. No, he's just landed on Earth, washed up on shore, he's being poked at by children.
Also, his legs grew back.
Gralfin finds him.
Lucky duck.
And does not look happy to see him.
Well,
does not look
he
happy
look happy
he's
in
been
general,
sent to recover him.
That's his face.
Yes, that's true. But as opposed to the expressive face of Jalian.
Yeah, I think of this whole thing about Venus and the black holes. It was always just like smacks of like visitor technology. And it's just fun to say, but see, the visitors are the good ones, and the servers are the bad ones. And it's just like, is that the case?
Who won the war? And victory is written by the who? History is written by the who.
And the circus were heading towards Jupiter, but maybe they just doubled around the moon and came back. They're headed to Venus. I've sent one of my men, John Smith, to follow the circus. We don't know if the circus is an alien or someone who's working with the aliens.
I put a tail on them to the very edge of the solar system.
Yes. Essentially, it establishes that Naomi and John have got a plan. That plan involved whatever they were doing with Rouge, and the Rouge heading off now with I guess she's now with Ash. I was not expecting that to be the alliance we'd end up with.
Well, I guess
Naomi's plan of just showing up and waving at Rouge, like, Rouge, and Rouge is like, what the fuck? Why did you betray me? I'm running off this other direction because nerds to you.
Well, I guess his pursuit of Rouge though has put him on to fun. But there could be bigger crimes here, and I get way more medals if I solve those. So for now, I'll see where this goes.
Yes, because the title appropriate gear is using it's referring to gears in a machine.
Yeah.
Which is their plot. whatever that might
And
be.
these gears are spinning out of control lately. We gotta put them back into place.
Like I said, it's hard to tell what the plot is because everyone's using weird terms like, "Oh, my job is the divine facilitator."
It goes like, and
it's
it's proper
fucking
now. It's like,
June or
okay, how are
something.
you know? Right.
I'm part of a corporation you've never fucking heard of up to this point. I was like, either I haven't been paying attention, or that's the first time it's been mentioned up to now.
We must stop the oath of Deus Ex Machina from subsuming
so
the parallelverse.
Haven't mentioned that another Rouge has now shown
Oh
up.
yeah, fun. There she is. Yeah, fun.
Because the show opens with bless. What's the classical piece? It's
Claire de Lune.
Claire de Lune. That's playing Claire de Lune, and then the not color
Ramona
swap.
Flowers model of
I was going to say when you invert the colors, because her hair is all like highlights and that kind of light colors rather than dark colors. That we've seen in those weird dreams Rouge was having is humming a few bars of Claire de Lune, and it's just like. So is Rouge a copy of the Immortal Line? She's actually not one of them. I don't fucking know. I guess we're gonna have to figure it out.
The circus is back in town.
Well, according to the website, her name is Cyan Blue Star.
Ah,
okay. The opposite of red.
Claims to be Rouge's younger sister.
But they have a different. Never mind. Yeah, the robots. So it's fine.
A stepsister. Sorry.
Like I said before, I'm going to try and figure out the puzzle because I was going to let it tell me the puzzle.
And I think a lot of what it's doing with all these spinning gears and like keeping this stuff, all these different elements, is going like it's a big old fucking universe. I mean, like it's just Soul System kind of thing, but it is a big universe that's playing with. There's lots of different parts, and it doesn't necessarily have to go on about any of them. It's like, hey, we got fucking black holes that can move planets. It's like. I feel like that is a thing that should come up more often. It's like, it's something to do over in Venus. It's nothing to do with what's happening over here. Until it will be something we have to deal with. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's also the fact that it has multiple screenwriters, as I discovered this week. I was like, oh, the two episodes I really liked were written by Kimiko Ueno, who I really like her scripts in general. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense that I like those two episodes the most. I hope she gets to do a third one before the series is over, but it also explains why the tone varies from episode to episode.
It does feel something that is it's suited, and it has like done it as well, where it's like, oh, you can just do like a little bit of like something on this, and it's like about broader like robot human society, everything that kind of thing. But there's I think there's too much of a plot that leaves like time for that.
Yeah, it's because it's condensed into a single. Whereas I was thinking it's like the Desco had the room to stretch out and do the episodes, where it was just like, it's a Twilight Zone episode, it's a Star Trek episode this week. Whereas this has to move the plot along as well.
At times you can feel like it though. Like the crucial blast one of Bones in, that was like, no, we're still moving things along, and it ends with like, no, oh, you're under arrest, Rouge, by me, your friend Naomi. But it still had
you can still watch
the
that,
dog.
Like,
it couldn't possibly be the dog. Look at how cute he is. And he punched the dog for a second. Like, well done, detectives. You figured me out.
What I meant like last week, it was both the thing. It was like, all you cunts line up, and I'm gonna punch each one of you in turn. That's my crime solving, figuring out who done it. Which I was like, that's very funny. And then she has to punch a dog, and obviously, it's the dog.
Yes, and then the dog gets up like it's the Shaggy DA,
just
a man in a dog costume.
Just a fabulous fucking denouement to the mystery, which wasn't a mystery. It was like, it's that fucking guy who can shapeshift. We know it's him.
It could be the dog. We gotta track it. I'm sorry.
Dear.
Yeah, it's a fascinating thing to watch. Then we got Delicious in Dungeon, episode 8, Raspberries and Grilled Meat. In which we get a flashback and we learn how two of our characters know each other. They went to
school together.
Wizard school
Well,
together.
3 of our characters, because Leos was getting letters back and forth, and she was also telling about her. Wait, is he the big brother or the younger brother? I can't remember. I think he's the big brother. Yeah, okay.
Yes, because Falin's... Well, I guess everybody's younger than Marcel at the school.
I was thinking in the school, Marcel, I was trying to think, I don't know the exact fucking numbers, but I assume she's around 60 when she's going to the school, which is young for an elf, but like it's still like
Yeah, but
she's 50.
50. My bad.
And she's a half elf. She's 50 currently.
But she does come in as like, it's Marcia. She's like, the valedictorian of the school. It's like, oh yeah. Well, no, if I can relax, I'm just here. I'm just like the rest of you. I'm just here to learn about some magic.
Listen, the rumors about me being on the Royal Magic Academy of the Elves is not true. That was my mother who taught me everything I know about magic, and they're all just like, we're all still very impressed by your magic thing. And the lesson of the day, and it seems to be mostly tallmen and gnomes. I guess they're the best at magic, and elves aren't very common. But we're going to make a terrarium of a dungeon, a dungeonarium. I was like, and it has the layers, and I was like, I love this.
You gotta get the soda from the outside. You gotta go make sure you can put it in a little
and pouring in like a bottle of tiny souls to see how well they propagate in your tiny little terrarium of a dungeon. And I was like, fucking the souls of what exactly? Fucking hell! But like, it could be like the souls of bugs or something. But
just spirits, just wandering spirits.
Yeah, but it's the idea of how well can you grow, like,
can you cultivate it?
Yeah, like a little planter, that magic lesson kind of thing of the stuff, and even the methods, like, we leave it aside for the week, and we come back after the weekend, we'll check it, and you hold a little flame to it, and if the flame starts flickering, burns more, that means you produce more souls. And it's like, yeah, stay away from the stinky kid. She's always covered in dirt and stinky and stupid, and she sucks.
Yeah, she also got a bigger flame than everybody else that won't go out. Oh, Jesus. Teacher. Oh, yes, it's very good, actually. Where did you find this? Oh, I just, just got some stuff from outside, It seemed pretty good.
But Marcel insists, like, you gotta show me where you got this. It's like, come on, I show you.
A dungeon. Or it's almost like a dungeon. Just come on, I see it. And just you come down, to kind of go down this little winding path like that, and you just like go into this little thing. It's just like a little hump of like earth or rock in the middle of a pool with light shining in. It's just like it's like we'd find a master sword or some crap. It's fucking badass.
Because Marcel's initially terrified because they're in the outskirts of a dungeon, that she's picking raspberries and eating them, and it's just like there's a cricket, and it's just like
It's like a secret garden thing of how they get into it, and then it's a cave with some slimes in it. It's the dungeon.
Which Marcel's initially like scared of. I gotta blast that slime. It's like, no, the slime is an important part of the ecosystem. It eats the bat guano, that then like fertilize the cave. It can't go into the sunlight, so as long as we stay in this island in the middle, we're grand.
You can just chill, just soak it in.
And Marcel's like, so it's not just about medical learning, it's about the application of it and understanding ecosystems of magic and that kind of thing.
Just from the classroom and this bit, but I like how we're applying the scientific method to magic here.
Yes.
We go have like craft paper, we got like fun pencils and charts like that. And she's kind of like the agricultural college student who just knows all the theory, hasn't got enough field work done this yet.
But it's also trying to create a reason behind all those D&D modules where it's like, and which is also the background of this entire show, is there was a wizard and he built a dungeon, and it's like, okay, why and how?
Well, they do call it the lunatic magician, and it's like their basic thing of like, why did the wizard make a dungeon that just propagates monsters? If we don't go in and cull the monsters now and again, they will spill out and kill the neighboring villages.
But Marcio's is like,
he's an insane magician. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like,
but Marcio's trying to create a. Well, my feeling is it's like it is an ecosystem that it's kind of you can get from like valuable things out. But if we could have a contained, control version of that would be ideal. It would be a source of magic. It would be fun.
Yeah, if you had a way of controlled growing mandrakes, they're actually very useful in magical medicine, that kind of shit. And
she recognizes that, yes, it is very cruel to the dog. I have to do that, but until we have a better method, which I'm trying to devise, this is the way we gotta do it.
And like kind of, and again, still being the bookish kind of person where she's saying to Senshi, but you live in the dungeon and the dungeon is magic. And Senshi's like, I'm not fucking listening to what you're saying right now. I refuse to believe any of this shit, because it's just out and out being a child. It's very good. Yeah.
So this is like establishing more of Falin's personality, because she's the character we don't get to see.
She's the character that influences a lot of our characters, including Senshi, who has never met her. But like she kind of influences a lot of people and kind of draws them around her like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like this is Marcel's motivation: is she wants to build her own dungeon, which is helpful to people, not sending monsters into the overground.
And one of the reasons she was probably delving in this dungeon is to understand a functional. This is an excellently functioning dungeon. It produces a lot of fucking monsters, so it must be working pretty well.
And then I think at the start of the episode we got the flashback of the 2 other party members leaving after the disaster. And then we get into
because actually the Martian was great. I'm just going to find this, like, get the wet cloth and just wipe myself down. Oh, we'll step outside.
You guys
it's fine. It's just great.
Just turn around.
It's just like fun. It'd be really nice to have another like woman in the party who understands these kind of things.
It was nice when it was 50-50, like guys and girls, because it had her, the dwarf, and Fallon. Yeah, so it used to be half women, half dudes, and now it's like it's a real sausage fest here, and that kind of fucking sucks. Damn.
And the guys just wish she'd told them to leave.
They're just wildly uncomfortable. Worse. Yeah.
Having to sit with their backs to her. So
she goes to
pour the water out. Hot water.
I did like the bit before with Leos where he's like, oh yeah, I was really worried about my sister going to magic school, but then she wrote to me in letters that she'd met a friend. And she must have been talking about you. It's like, what did she say about me? Oh, she was all talking about you. He's a really good dog impersonator. It's just like, wow, great, good job, Les.
Well, he is. Yeah, they came in handy that time.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, my big brother, he's the best at impersonating all our different breeds of dog. But it's less impressive than cool magic best friend. But yeah, she goes to spill out the hot water, the remaining hot water from giving herself a little wash, and
angers an Undine.
And if you saw little glimpses of the animation just like bouncing up in terms of like extreme quality, it was for this bit. It was like, oh yeah, this is the good shit.
Yes, a sphere of water that floats lifted near and like shoots high-powered laser-like jet streams that can pierce through stone.
And your leg and shoulder as well, I guess. Yeah, because Marcel gets fucked up this thing.
Oh, she gets winged pretty bad. It's like, oh, damn, my shoulder.
And she's like barely managed to cast water walking herself because she fell into the lake. And the lads are like, don't fucking jump into the lake and save me because your water walk is definitely worn off because I cast it on you first. And it's like, we can't fight an Undine with magic because it just reforms from water. We'll need fire. And Senji's like, I could start a fire. And they're like, shit, we're in a lot of fucking trouble right now.
Hang in there, Marcel, keep dancing.
Well, he's just trying to start a little campfire. It's just like, god damn it, this is no good.
Yeah, ultimately, the chosen tactic is to leg it. And I was like, this is D&D.
Yeah.
This I've done this plenty of times.
Well, she keeps blowing it up and it keeps reforming because I guess it can reform out of the entire underground lake. You're up against all of that. Just get the hell out.
The issue is you can't even track it because it moving underwater as a sphere of water is invisible until it gets some of her blood, and it's like, oh, thank God, I can at least track it now. It's like, yeah, it's still made of water though. What are you going to do about that part? It's like, oh yeah, run away. Run away is the appropriate thing.
Right. I'm about to pass out, and I'm the only healer, and this kind of fucks up our expedition.
Also, Senshi had apparently used the mana recovery herbs as stuffing in an earlier meal.
Yes, do you remember that?
They add a lot to the flavor profiles, okay?
He's still defending his decision.
He's lost a lot of blood. She's complete famished, no energy at all. All we got is this pile of kelpie meat and all lads, you know what this means, right? Barbecue.
Well, that's because it's the healing it's the healthy properties of kelpie liver is the leap that they can.
I know, but they show the liver and then all the other cuts of kelpie meat that they're going to do, and it's like, oh, how about the tail? It's like, it's actually softer and like really melty than you give it. It's like more liver for you, Marcel. Again, the big pile of they go through the meats and like all the different cuts of this fucking horse. It's like, does it taste like fish or horse? I've never eaten either, so I can't really say. And they also go, and there's some vegetables in there, which is always like, it's fun to barbecue a little bit of vegetable, get a little bit of onion and shit. That's great, but that's not the bit people are interested in on the barbecue. It's the big piles of meat.
Yeah. Well, you take the leaf and you put the stuff into the leaf and just wrap it up and you just go cram it in there. That's where the leaf comes in. That's where it's meant to be.
Eventually, Marcel demands that they give her some of the other cuts as well. She's getting better. She's complaining.
Well, also they're doing the food critique on the different cuts of meat and like out loud where she is in earshot, like bleeding out. It's
man,
that sounds really fucking good.
Melts in the mouth. It's orgasmic.
More liver. I mean, it has the most blood in it. She's lost a lot of blood. So.
Liver is quite nice, but you can't eat that much of it.
You can't eat just liver. Yeah.
A bit of bee poison in that way.
Mm.
And then they're at the bottom of this stairwell, and the smoke's going up, and we see another party.
Is someone
including the dwarf?
Is someone having a barbecue in the middle of the dungeon?
Like,
what kind of maniac would do that? Says the former dwarf party member of this very party. You can see why she quit.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to meet next week or whether they're going to
they'll meet.
Miss each other. Okay.
We got his barbecue here. We slaughtered an entire horse monster last episode. We can't be carrying this thing around forever. They can't all be made into kelpie jerky, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another good episode. I like the way it's filling in the backgrounds.
Yeah. Some good panicked drawings. Is trying to escape in the Undine as well.
Yeah, some great the combination of the really great action stuff with the Undine and the really great meat being put onto a barbecue animation. It was just like it's a lovely contrast. Yeah.
Yum.
And of course, this is also being written. Well, not this episode, but the series. The head writer on the series is Kimiko Ino as well.
Okay.
She's a busy lady.
She is. Got another original show next season. Then finally, we've got Bang Brave, Bang Bravern, episode 7. Well, Isami, what would you do in a situation like this?
It did the trick again, where so much has happened.
Yes,
we're up to the halfway point, and then I catch this. What? This sounds so much.
Yeah.
It's like a value proposition here, isn't it?
I felt like my focus was going to be like my hyperfixation, where we see the inside of the cockpit and Bravern's display picture is a fucking knockoff Autobot logo, and I was like, hang on a fucking sec, you son of a bitch. You can't just fucking...
It's his face, kind of.
It's an Autobot fucking thing, man. It's the same fucking jaw thing. It has the lines going down from the eyes, except they've made it wiggle a little bit, just so you can't fucking say it's the same thing.
But he has turned over his own logo, in a briefing, and just it's the same on the other side, though. That's the point of that.
Yeah. Yeah. But God, there's so much that happens in this fucking one, man. It's so good. Also, so many good jokes as well. That's the fucked up thing. If it was just plot stuff, it's like no, we're gonna get plenty of fucking jokes in there as well.
It's meant to be the serious, assault on the enemy, attack.
They blew up Tokyo. This is real bad, but it's very, very funny as well. Yeah.
So essentially, Lewis and the new pilots are going to fight on the ground, Superbia and the other robots who don't have intelligence, apparently.
Yeah, so he's like, Bravern's like, you guys take care of Superbia. You can handle him as he is now. I need to go fight the guy in this fucking tower.
Yes.
So, and they're like, Bravern thinks we can take him, and we've been training with Bravern, so yeah, he's probably... We're probably okay. It's like Superbia is resistant to all forms of fire except for artillery shots. Everyone get an artillery gun.
And I guess Lulu's coming as well.
Because he's just like, give me back my Lulu. Give me Lulu. You got Lulu. Give me that. I want that.
Better keep her in here.
Hang on. That's not my Lulu. My Lulu was small.
My Lulu wasn't small. My Lulu wasn't capable of speech, even Gagapi or anything like that. It was just she just stayed in her pod. That's the purpose of a Lulu.
Yeah, but meanwhile, we're learning up top of the tower is that apparently these towers print out Lulus for the death drives to use as power.
I love that Bravern goes to the top of this tower. It's like, don't worry, they can handle Superbia in his current form. It's fine, Isami. And he goes up to the top. It's like, Bravern, finally you've come, and now we can fight. And he immediately gets fucking killed. And it's like, fucking let me fucking finish my sentence, like as Bravern's like just chopping him in two like several times over. And he's like, "Come on, man! I want a big cool fight. I want to fulfill my wish." Is the thing?
My wish granted. No, I heard that you want to get your wish granted. Bravern is the one to do it for you.
Yeah, it's yes, because he tells everybody, everyone, if you want your true wish granted, go to Bravern. This is after they're like, he keeps on regenerating himself. What are we going to do, Isami? What would you do?
He keeps like nudging him. It's like, so he keeps generating from the tower. Yeah, Isami. And so, what would we have to do to stop him regenerating? To destroy the tower? Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Yes, I made a weapon just for this very thing. It's like, why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
I wanted you to come to the same conclusion I had before we even came here. So don't worry, I 3D printed it earlier. It's cool. It's an axe.
3D printed it and clipped it out of sprues and assembled it. It's just, we get so much use out of that little face of him if he's like plotting some of his business. Gunpla.
Maybe that's how I need to make model kits, like evilly. Maybe there's a lot more fun in it that way. I'll give it a go at the next one.
You can't see a damn thing you're doing, but you look really sinister doing
it. So one Lulu hadn't managed to be absorbed by the death drive, and so they examined it, and they're like, well, there's no way to know how it died. It just seems to have had its life sucked out of it. So they can't use that to give to Spurbia. Spurbia doesn't want this new little Lulu. Well, the other thing, so Lewis volunteers to be his Lulu.
Before Lewis volunteers, Superbia is basically sitting down having a fucking strop where he's just like, fine, I'm fucking sitting out of this. I'm gonna fucking think about this situation. Waterboarding man tries to waterboard him because that's his fucking go-to move, and he's just like, tried it.
Enhanced interrogation techniques just do not work, no matter how big you go, fellas.
It's the only thing they taught me to do in the CIA. Sorry, it's all I can do. And he apologizes to Aoi as he goes like, yeah, sorry for waterboarding you. Maybe I'm bad at my job.
Spurbia says he's doing Zen meditation. So essentially, he's just sitting under a waterfall in his mind. Also, how does a death drive know about Zen meditation?
He sits there and kind of sulks. Is like, damn, I don't got a Lulu. That means I can't do my wish. So Lewis Smith is kind of like, hey, I can hop inside you like Bravern hop like Aoi hopped inside Bravern. It's like, how about that? And Swervy's like, we give it a lash, and everyone's like, do it. Like they're all like, why are they egging him on? This seems like a terrible idea. It is a terrible idea for everyone involved.
Yes.
He jumps in, is covered in goo that he cannot breathe in, and that makes
Superbia was like, oh, that hurts. Oh, no, get out there, and is ejected in a puddle of goo. And then everyone's saying, Major Lewis Smith, the commander wants to see you. Like,
right away.
Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Dripping down. You're being promoted. This is the happiest day of my life.
Why are you covered in goo? You said to come here right away. Very well. Here's a promotion. You're in charge of the Bravern support squad. It's like, thank you, sir. You won't regret this. And shaking the guy's hand. The guy's hand is like, oh, Jesus. Fucking just good shit all around.
Also, we've got this mind-controlled robot we want you to pilot.
It's like, what? It's like, yeah, it's a joint US-Japan thing. Oh, only certain people can use it. It's very fucking Gundam and shit. Oh, fucking Lulu's gotten into it and it works on her, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. Immediately,
I bet there's no way to overwrite this, is there? Nope, I don't think so.
She's stuck as your co-pilot now. As soon as you put that helmet on, you're wired in, and she's good at it. So you have to take the child into the robot Shinji. Yeah.
No returns.
Dear.
Then it ends with our two robots and Isami having a romantic chat as the sun sets.
Yeah. Hope I get a Lulu as brave as you are, Isami. You know, like a really fun bite on, but then storm is coming. Got it dramatically over the horizon.
How the fuck did they manage to make me like not only turn Superbia into another cast member of the fucking show, but like I really like him now? He's just like my life is ruined now. I guess I'll hang around though. That's fine.
Yeah. because there's definitely something up with these robots.
They're so fucking weird. I love it.
I swear, I think they're all individually have some sort of weird, fucking. They have some weird fucking like
giant robot wish that they want to fulfill.
They're a bunch of fucking nerds, you see. That's the fucking thing. Because Superbia is a nerd, I'm gonna be like a cool Zen ninja dude. So that's gonna be like my whole thing. I want to be all about. And then the guy, Cupid, that's a hard one to say. I just want to about explosions. There's some kind of like nerd or talking from kind of things. And then Bravern just like, I have giant super robot shows of all the kind of iconography of that.
I'm the main character, and you're my pilot. And it's just like, well, I haven't agreed to this. Doesn't matter. I've decided this. And like Lewis Smith is so fucking close to that because he's basically like, I want to pilot the rival blue robot. Come on, let's go. You know, he's so close to being there, but he can't quite make it.
Yeah. Those evil expressions on Bravern's face, awfully suspicious.
Everything about him is suspicious. All the this new villain basically wanted to be exploded real hard by Bravern.
Yes.
I just like, did Bravern set up this whole fucking invasion so he could be the hero? That it feels like nearly.
Yeah, did he even hijack this planned invasion of one saying, lads, this is like this is like fun, like completely YOLO it. Let's live out our wildest fantasies here, okay? I love maybe they've been receiving transmissions from last century of human media. That's why they know what film The Abyss is. They just from getting it from across the stars. Because this is something that Barry has done before as well. He's done fun detonator orgum where a human mission leaves and then comes back and then robot people. So he's not above maybe digging in from the well a little bit.
And if it wasn't if it was just the mystery of what the fuck is going on in the show, it would be enjoyable. But the fact that it's so much fun, it's just you can not know what the fucking mystery is and just have a good time watching these fucking idiots be morons.
I think it'll be whatever you think it is, probably a lot stranger.
Or stupider. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think because I realised, in this Crunchyroll Best Original Anime in their awards thing, there's 2 Sigh Games shows. I was like, next year Bravern's going to be one of them.
Unless people forget about it at the end of the year, which would be stupid. How could you forget about this?
Well, no, because they're nominating. They're the ones who nominate.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah. That's good then.
Yeah, I mean, while there's 2 Sigh Games shows in that, they're not going to win. It's going to be Gundam Witch from Mercury. Which I guess is a bit of a stretch to say it's original.
It's based on a toy line. Come on, all
it's
Gundams.
An original Gundam idea.
Well,
it's a whole new fucking timeline, so it counts as original. It's not tied into Universal Century or any of that. It's a whole new timeline for its purposes.
But compared to things like MASHLE Service and Akuma Maid War and Birdie Wing, it's not original.
Gundam.
Bravern is very riffing on a bunch of fucking things, but it is definitely fucking original in how it does it.
And it's not part of a franchise.
Exactly. It is. It's. I mean, the closest thing is the Brave series, but it's not even fucking close to the Brave series. No.
These are new models.
Bravern has definitely watched the Brave series. That's. I agree with that. But other than that, yeah.
Did you check in on Undead Unluck this week?
I forgot. So there you go.
that's fine. That tells us what our feelings about it.
Not that comic. It went some wild places this week in the comic. I mean, so that is still going strong.
It is, yes, I'd forgotten how wild it went. It was a sort of wild twist I absolutely love. Okay, I guess there's two pieces so far of Bravern merchandise on HRJ.
Model kit.
You can get Smith. You can get a model kit of the Exceed Rhino.
But there was one put out there.
Smith's T-shirt.
Oh, which T-shirt? The for a different anime T-shirt, is it?
It's the blue T-shirt with the red ring on the neck, but the white ring on the sleeves.
Oh, I thought it was one of his tokusatsu shirts or something like that. Okay, fair enough.
But those are coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Righty-ho then, we'll be back next week. Might be able to squeeze that Great Pretender movie in, because, as Niall pointed out to me on Discord, Witch of the Beast seems to have disappeared from your schedules.
Not good.
They took a break, so it wasn't on this week. Maybe we'll be back next week.
We'll see, yeah.
See what happens with that.
Rightio, we'll be back then. Ta-ta for now.
Adios.